let today's headlines hijack your plans, run them through this 3-question filter. It'll save you time, money, and a lot of unnecessary stress. If you've felt a little whiplash lately, scrolling headlines, watching the market react, hearing 5 different takes on tariffs, AI, or war all before lunch, you are not alone. And here's the thing, the risk today isn't that you miss news. The risk is that you overreact to the wrong news. That's exactly why we created Traction Control. So for the next few minutes, I want to give you a simple filter that you can use, whether you're an importer, a manufacturer, a distributor, a service provider, or you're just trying to run a tight operation without chasing every shiny object that pops up on your feed. Because traction control, like real traction control, isn't about slamming the brakes. It's about staying steady when the road gets unpredictable. So let's start with why headlines can throw even really smart teams off course. First, headlines flatten nuance. A headline basically has one job, and that's to grab attention. It doesn't have the space to tell you the yes, but part. And in our industry, the automotive aftermarket, the yes, but is usually where the real business impact lives. Second, announcements are not the same thing as implementation. So a policy can be proposed, a regulation can be hinted at, a shift can be discussed. But what matters for your business is when it becomes enforceable, measurable, and actually hits your cost, your supply, your customer, or your operations. Third, amplification is not the same thing as impact. Something can be trending because it's controversial, because it's emotional, or because it's a great debate topic, not because it changes what happens in a warehouse, a shop, or a supply chain next week. So what do? We don't ignore headlines, we learn how to read them with discipline. Here's the framework. 3 questions. If you take nothing else from this episode, please take these. So question 1 is asking yourself, who does this actually apply to? When you see a big headline, ask, who is truly in the blast radius of this? Because the industry is not one monolith, right? A change that meaningfully impacts importers might land very differently for domestic manufacturers. A shift that hits a national retailer one way might hit an independent shop another way. And something that changes pricing dynamics for one category might barely register in another. So before you call a meeting, rewrite a plan, send an urgent email, pause and ask. And this is what we do here too at Traction Control is, who specifically does this touch? And then where are we in that picture? That single step can help reduce panic by about 80%. So question 2, what changes now versus later? So think to yourself, is this a now problem, a next quarter problem, or a next year problem? Because not all news has the same time horizon. Some things affect cash flow and cost immediately. Some things affect compliance timelines, right? We talk a lot about EPR on this show. Some things are directional, meaning they tell you where the road is headed, but they don't change your next purchase order. So split the impact into 3 buckets. Now, which is what affects your costs, availability, your customer behavior, or operations immediately. Soon is something that affects your planning cycles, your pricing, your inventory strategy, and your staffing. And then the later bucket, which obviously would affect your long-term positioning, such as technology bets, partnerships, and capability building. And here's the key. If it's a later item, the best response is usually not a scramble, it's a measured plan. Assign someone to watch it, build scenarios, and revisit it on a cadence. Now, question 3 to ask is this actually new or just louder? So is this a new direction or just a louder moment in a trend that we've been living with? Because a lot of the most dramatic headlines that we see aren't exactly brand new developments. They're the same story with a new chapter or a new twist. So ask, have we seen this trend building already? Have we already been adapting to it? And is this confirmation, not disruption of the headline? So if it's confirmation, it's not a reason to panic, but it's a reason to refine our business strategies, right? To adjust assumptions, to tighten up your playbook, to have better conversations with suppliers, customers, and internal teams. So, what does reacting with precision look like in real life? And it actually looks like slowing the decision down, not because you're indecisive, but because you're disciplined. It looks like asking better questions about what's happening. So, what's the best case scenario? What's the worst case scenario? And more importantly, what's the most likely scenario? Also think about what are the triggers that would make your business shift based on that news. So it's really like stress testing, not guessing. And it looks like communicating with calm clarity, not everything is on fire, not ignore it, but here's what we know, here's what we don't, and here's what matters to us. Here's what we're watching. That's the difference between dragged by the news cycle and using information as a strategic advantage. So the goal isn't to ignore headlines. The goal is to read them with traction. So remember our 3 takeaways and our 3 questions. Who does this headline apply to? What changes now versus later? And is it actually new, or is it just louder or amplified in the news cycle? If you run the next headline that comes across your feed through that filter, you'll make better calls, you'll waste less energy, and you'll keep your team focused on the decisions that actually move the business. So thanks for spending a few minutes with me today. If there's a headline you want us to break down on a future episode, send it our way through autocare.org/onair.